Where I'd like to start is actually do a walkthrough of the combined solution and kind of these three core checkpoints, but just to give a very grounded day in the life walkthrough of the ecosystem Gainsight together. What does that mean and how this cycle can be facilitated? So with that, I'm actually going to toggle over to a live view within the CRM, in this case Salesforce. As a seller, as we know, we live and breathe around opportunities. So we're going to start as a seller in the native screens where they would be working on a day-to-day basis. And perhaps it's very early on. I've got a new opportunity. I don't have much exposure to the customer. So how do I get out of the gate? Not about with feature function, feeds and speeds, or how do I get out of the gate with an outcome conversation and some directional view of the business value? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, directly within the opportunity object is the ability to come down and actually create a new value proposition. And as I create it, again, I'm saying it's early on. I don't know much about this customer. And so we have the option to do what we call an express assessment. And here's the customer, and perhaps here's the name of the presentation of this teaser that I want to provide. The way to look at the architecture of the platform around this concept of outcomes, think of it as a 500-pound brain on a stick, right? Centrally, there's a lot of different B2B providers. There's a lot of different ways they could talk about value and the outcomes they provide. Some are based on the industry of their customer, some maybe on the size of their customer, obviously based on the solution their customer needs. But directly within the platform is this very replete set and an emphasis of ecosystems. Everybody is a better editor than creator. So out of the gate, it'll have default templates to help, hey, here are outcomes, here are ways to quantify that. You can go in and take an outcome and review it, and how is that being quantified? But the right way to look at the platform is centrally, a lot of different ways I could talk about value. Now again, our use case is the streamlined seller. I can't go through that full library and pick out the exact ones that I should be using. What I do know is I'm going up against this competitor, or I'm up with an opportunity in healthcare. And so for the seller, the elegance with the guided selling is, let me categorize the offering, be it industry, be it the competitor I'm up against. And the platform then dynamically packages together, as I pull the healthcare example. Here's a prepackaged conversation. The platform does the heavy lifting of pulling those outcomes in order to have the right conversation, packages it for the seller, and I simply just have to then identify the relevant case and say, all right, that's the initial conversation I'm going to have.